How y'all doing? My name is David Clemens. This is Byron Bernard, also known as BJ on the football team, number 5, plays cornerback. And today we're going to teach you guys how to properly perform breaks as a defensive back. As many of you may not know, defensive back is one of the hardest positions in football. As we are the last line defense, one of the main techniques and one of the main factors of playing defensive back is having great feet. Materials you might need for this part of the how-to speech. 1, football cleats. As you can see, there are many different types of football cleats. You can buy football cleats ranging from anywhere between $50 to about $150, depending on your price scale is where you're going to get. As lucky as we are, most of our equipment is given to us from the university. However, any amount of cleats, any sort of cleats is fine. All you need is a pair of cleats that are more comfortable, able to allow you to have traction on the field, able to allow you to get out your breaks explosively, and allow you to perform what you do, which is basically play football. We're going to transition outside to show you guys the step-by-steps into learning how to perform accurate breaks as a defensive back. Start and stance. Any great DB knows that the way you start, the way you line up is one of the most important ways to playing DB. From being able to angle your body correctly, being in a power position that allows yourself to accelerate forward, while also allowing yourself to be most comfortable is vital to being great DB. Now, I will show Byron Kennard taking the first initial steps to learning how to line up. BJ is going to align his body in a 45-degree angle by his head. As you can see, the toe-to-heel relationship between BJ is going to allow him to be in the most optimal position to push out and have the most force. BJ is going to allow his back to be flat while having a big chest and allowing him to move better without him being off balance. As you can see, BJ allows his body to be pushed backwards from his front foot where it's loaded with all his power, allowing his base to be centered and allowing all his weight to be distributed underneath his body. The smooth back pedal indicates that BJ is not off balance and allows himself to move effectively. In a close-up picture or video, we are able to see that BJ is using most of the power from the balls of his feet. One of the main things as a DB that you don't want to do is allow your weight to be distributed on your heels. This will consequently involve you being able to be unbalanced. Results of that can mean getting routed up. The progression of doing a back pedal is one of the most important steps to learn how to break. If you cannot move backwards, it's going to be harder for you to move forward. So, as we talked about, from the power position in the 45-degree angle, it allows BJ to move forward and actually be able to move backward in an easier way. As we've seen, hand placement and hand movement allowing BJ to actually move with more fluidity. BJ is now going to line up and show you guys how to perform a 45-degree break. We take a look at the slowed down and picture version of the rep. We will learn that BJ allows himself to be in a power position that allows him to move forward and close the distance between him and the receiver. This is vitally important when playing DB, as makeup speed and gaining ground is one of the best opportunities for you to make plays. The final steps and final looks we will look at is BJ being able to get out of his breaks. As we can see, that 45-degree angled foot will allow BJ to put most of his cleats into the ground while allowing him to push forward at the same time. Different type of breaks include bicycle break and T-break. As we're seeing in this demonstration, BJ is using the T-break. As we finished talking about, the steps to allowing yourself to effectively break as a DB are some of the most easiest steps to take. One of the main things great DBs do, though, is continuous repetition. Allowing yourself to be repetitive in movements and allow yourself to do things over and over will not only benefit you in the long run, but will provide muscle memory in the short run. Now, BJ is going to allow you and going to give you guys a couple tips to allow yourself to be better DBs in your breaks.
First of all, how y'all doing today? The things that you need to focus on while you're breaking is just making sure that your heel is always off the ground where you're breaking. That's the first thing. Next thing is, again, like he said, repetition. Repetition, the biggest thing when you want to make something look fluent and look good. The last thing is just stand in your circle, your little man circle. Stand up under your body so that you don't slip and get out of your stance. And that's all.